Hey, what's up, amazing, outstanding, incredible family? How are you all? Happy Friday. I apologize for the late message. Nonetheless, although it's late, the sentiment and love are still the same. Thank God I didn't have a full book, but my afternoon was full. So, having said that, I had a thought of my own, but I also found two quotes to go with it. So I'm going to do the quotes first, and then I'll give my thought. So, one of the quotes is from Charles Williams. I think in order to move forward into the future, you need to know where you've been. So that's one of the quotes. The other quote is, in order to move forward, we need to come to terms with the past. Now that one rings clearer, or is more closely aligned to what I wanted to talk about, because what I was going to ask was this: when did you stop believing in yourself? And when did you start believing all the negative things that were said about you and said to you? You're not smart enough. You're too fat. You're too black. You're too skinny. You're too ugly. You're too whatever. I think I may have said this in my video the other night. We take on all this stuff, and it becomes our mantra. But I'm curious to know, and this is for myself doing the work, because I had to do it for myself. So I'm asking you all, if you can go back and really remember when you first started hearing those negative thoughts, those negative comments, when you started feeling that negative energy. It's cool if you remember where it came from, who it came from. But more important than that, realizing when it started and how it affected you. And then crafting, coming up with, finding a way to deal with, put it in its place, or shake it off altogether, and start to move, walk in a newness, as they say. Sit still with your spirit and find out who you are. You are amazing, but you need to find out those things about you that make you absolutely amazing. And work on those, go with them, nurture them, fuel them, feed them, and operate from there. There's something that's so incredible about truth. When you know the truth about something, when you know the truth about yourself, when you're honest about yourself, people can't hurt you with their truth. And no matter what anybody says about it, you don't even have to get upset with people who think differently or feel differently or see differently. When you know the truth, when you stand firm in your truth, that's what it is. You don't have to argue. You don't have to fuss. You don't have to defend. Let it be what it is. But I want to get back to, because this is very important. Think back, if it's not too traumatic, and even if it is too traumatic, because in order for us to overcome stuff, to heal stuff, we have to identify it. As Dr. Phil often says, you can't change what you don't acknowledge. So we need to find out what the root of some of our issues are. Because a lot of times, the anger or the acting out or the cursing or the drinking or whatever it is just a part of the symptom, but that's not the problem. It's like, get to the root of what causes us to do, think, behave, react the way that we do. And so my thought, my hope is that we'll take the time and do our own personal research and find out when we started believing the lies about ourselves. And when do we start to really, really understand and believe the truth of who we are? Not just who we were created to be, but who we strive to be and who we're walking to be, who we're becoming. So I love you guys. I love you guys. A lot of my thoughts are just thoughts about myself, and I often feel like if I feel this way, someone else has to feel this way. And then a lot of thoughts are just like this one. It's just, I had a thought. I wonder who needs this. I guess the reality is a lot of it is just inspired. Like when Spirit says speak, I want to be a willing vessel, so I speak. So I hope this touches somebody. I hope this blesses somebody. I hope this makes somebody think. I hope this is right what you needed. And if it's not, maybe the next one will be. So let's get to work. You're more valuable than you even realize. I love you guys. Have a great weekend. Stay hydrated because it's hot all across the country. All right? Love you guys.